Welcome to What's Up Wichita with Mayor Brandon Whipple. This month, Mayor Whipple discusses a variety of activities the city is offering for families this summer. We will also hear from kids at the Heroes Academy about what they think would make Wichita a better place. Now, here's Mayor Whipple.
Hey, this is Wichita Mayor Brandon Whipple. Thanks for joining us for this month's episode of What's Up Wichita. Just a few weeks ago, we were able to host a group of young people from the Heroes Academy. The Heroes Academy is actually a nonprofit that focuses on mentoring young people. They came into City Hall and we gave them a tour. They wanted to learn more about our government, more about, frankly, what the city does. I think a lot of people, when they think about government, they think about the state or the federal government. We like to bring people in and tell them what we do here at the local level. And Megan was able to pull them aside and get their reaction to the city of Wichita. So I guess we got a bunch of clips.
Yeah, let's play them.
My name is Eileen, and I am 11 years old, and to make this a better place to live is to have it as clean as possible.
My name is Dayton Henney. I'm 10 years old, and I think Wichita needs to clean up and get rid of the homeless or find them a better home. And they need to give people more money to help pay their mortgage. That's all I have to say.
My name is Braylianda Jones. I'm 12 years old, and I think that Wichita needs more kind people to be a better place.
My name is Aisley. I'm in 5th grade, and what I think the city needs most is more playgrounds.
My name is Alayla. I'm 9 years old, and I think Wichita needs more water parks.
My name is Cruz Taylor, class of 2028, and I think they need more football teams.
Bobby Bell, 43 years old, and I think Wichita needs more people.
My name is Zane Haynes. I am 12 years old, and I feel like Wichita needs more basketball courts.
I'm Tristan Ozeda, and I'm 11. I think Wichita needs more pools.
My name is Aiden, and I am 10. I think Wichita needs more people.
That was really cute. It was so cute because, we took them back. We asked them what their thoughts were about Wichita. And, they have all of these ideas and, opinions. And then you put someone in front of a camera and they get a little shy, but they did really great. So we're really thankful to have them. If you want your child featured on What's Up Wichita, we love hearing from young people, and it's really cute. I know you get some letters about from kids and what they want to see in Wichita.
Yeah, quite a bit actually. So one of the things I like doing is getting out to not only schools, there's a lot of programs where they have folks come in and read books to kids. Usually I like to take that time to just talk about what we do at the city and get feedback about, what do you want to see out of the city. Those conversations usually get into a heated debate about swimming pools versus splash pads, but we try to keep the drama to a minimum. But it is interesting. I really enjoyed that a group of kids who came in. They were this program. It's from 3rd grade to 8th grade. Really interesting, I guess. Age category, right? Like middle schoolers. I have my oldest is 9. He's not quite a middle schooler, but that's when a lot of these young folks start to really pay attention to their city, what's around them, and I think the feedback is very direct as well, which is kind of refreshing.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they were here, and I really enjoy any opportunity to talk about how to influence local government, particularly with that next generation.
Yeah. Well, one thing I think you saw from the clips is that the kids really care about the community and the people in it, so it's just really inspiring to see. So if you want to record your kid talking about what they want to see in Wichita, you can email that at social@wichita.gov.
Yeah, we'll play it on the next, especially if they have questions. We can play it on the next episode and answer those questions. Also, if you're someone who works with young folks and want to bring them in for a tour, we've been hosting quite a bit of high schools and middle schoolers lately who come in, and we give them just a tour of City Hall and talk about how we get things done.
Yeah. Well, we've got a lot of city programming for kids, and we've got a couple things that we're talking about recently. We've got the summer reading program. We have some details here. We're going to talk about it at your media briefing right after we're done filming this. But it's the Wichita Library summer reading program, and it's for kids and their parents, but it's also for adults. I don't know if you had this where you grew up on the East Coast, but here in the Midwest, we had something called...
I actually have to say that.
I'm just saying.
I'm not sure if you guys had this, but...
Did you have the Book It program?
Was that where you read a lot of books and then you get a free pizza?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And that program actually started, I think, in Wichita. I actually met the guy whose dad initiated that program. And frankly, I was a terrible reader in 3rd grade. But I remember if you read these books, my parents would take us to Pizza Hut, and I would get one of those little pizzas and go play Street Fighter, and the arcade game was there. It was a great time. It was actually quite motivating to get someone like me to read. And like I said, I wasn't a very good reader as a young person. So.
Oh well, I lived through the Book It program. I was a nerd anyway, but I loved it. So we have basically that, but for all ages, even adults. And I will definitely be doing this because I'm very food motivated. Are they going to
give you a free pizza?
Actually, yes, you can get coupons for free food, free pizza, and all sorts of prizes. So it starts at preschool. They can read with their parents. We encourage everyone to read 1,000 books before kindergarten. So this can go toward that. Kids, teens, and adults. You can, your summer reading program, and it's really great. Pre-registration begins May 1st, and so we encourage people to sign up for that. It's free. You get to read, and you get prizes. So it's like win-win-win.
So for folks who want to sign up, should they go to the public library's website? Should they show up in person? Is it on the Evolve? Where do people look for this one?
You can go to your local library, or you can go to wichitalibrary.org, learn more. There's an app that you download. I want to say it's called Beanstack. Yeah, Beanstack. And you can keep track of all the books you read, but it's really fun.
Who named the app?
Not us. Not us.
Okay. I would call it Book Stack, but I'm boring.
Oh, that's better.
So you're stacking the books.
Oh, that's better, yeah. But I will definitely be doing it, and I don't think it matters what you read. Yeah, doesn't matter what you read. So I read a lot of romance novels, things like that. So yes. But that counts. So really,
X-Men.
Really great program.
Well, tell us more about summer's around the corner. I get folks who, I find myself in circles with other parents, and we talk about basically stuff for our kids to do. Summer's coming, you got that gap where kids will be out of school, and the city is doing some really amazing programming. Can you talk to us a little bit about some of that programming?
Oh yeah, we've got summer registration just opened for our Evolve class guide. Now you take some Evolve, or you teach some Evolve classes through our park and rec facilities?
No, I think that's a rumor, actually. just a rumor. I'm not the one teaching karate katas. That's someone else.
Oh, okay, all right. But you took some classes, because we talked about it. Corey Bukta, one of our comms staff members, was in a class with you.
Was he?
Yes.
Who talked about this? Was
yes.
he really? Maybe. I would never question Corey, so I'm sure. We were in a class together. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, but you've taken some with your kids, right?
I believe, yes.
Karate.
I do a lot with the kids. I thought you meant me actually taking a class. I don't have a lot of spare time. But yeah, when it comes to the kiddos, we want to take advantage of really every opportunity here in Wichita. And again, one of the great things about our Parks Department is they team up with our library, they team up with City Arts, they team up basically to complement the opportunities that other organizations have here in Wichita, so that we can offer something different, but something, frankly, for everyone. One of my kids, my middle son, Tristan, he's 7, he wants to be the greatest artist and will create these. He basically uses a bunch of I guess stuff he finds around the house, and he creates these sculptures downstairs, and it makes me just think about, in Wichita we have kid art programs, and with City Arts and with other organizations that could actually kind of grow this interest of his. And then of course my youngest wants to be a superhero, so anything that gets kids out and active, he's interested in. He wants to be the fastest. He's 5. He's very fast, by the way. And then, of course, my oldest is now getting actually into books, reading, getting into just kind of figuring out what his interests are. So
really
at least
cool.
in our household, there's a ton of stuff that we're offering at the city level for all my different personalities that we got around the table. And the goal, again, is to continue to have a little something for everyone here at the city that's affordable, that's safe, and that's educational.
Yeah, we've got a variety of summer camps for all interests and levels through our park department, but also, we'll do like little workshops through city arts and stuff. We had
What's Roosevelt doing this summer?
my dog Roosevelt. I'm going to sign him up for the Dungeons and Dragons workshop.
Oh,
yeah.
he'll love that.
I think he'll love that. Yeah,
Yes, he will.
but that is an all ages workshop, and I have a family member who. Their friends just got them into Dungeons and Dragons, and he was the only 30-something in a room full of teens in that workshop.
Roosevelt was? Oh, no, your friend.
Yeah, yes.
It doesn't explicitly say no Pomeranians.
Yeah, it doesn't say no Pomeranians, but
we'll have to get a legal opinion if there's any issues.
Yeah,
but
although
yes.
we do have some great dog parks and dog park improvements going on around town.
Yes, we do. And we actually just passed an improvement package for the dog park over in Riverside, I believe. And we are trying to reinvest into not just our dog parks, but into really a lot of our infrastructure around the city. But dog parks are one when we have conversations with folks about what they want to see out of the city. Well, they want a nice, safe place to take their dog, to socialize their dog with other dogs. And we sometimes get pushback where, well, why are we spending money on a dog park? But again, it's about quality of life and making sure that our furry residents have a park of their own.
Yes, and Wichita was just named one of the top 10, number 4, top cities for pet parents. So in the nation, we were. I believe Tucson was number 1, but we were number 4, so that's fantastic.
I have jokes, but I'll hold back. That's great. Number 1 for allergies, number 4 for
dogs.
For dogs.
And cats and all sorts of pets. Other things coming up, obviously in May, we will open up the swimming pools. We're starting to do those, filling those pools now and starting to hire lifeguards. We look for lifeguards throughout the summer. There's a lot of competition for those jobs. We really target younger people. It's a great way to get experience.
So yeah, just on that note, again, we're not just hiring lifeguards, but check out our Parks and Rec department. We are hiring young people throughout the city. It's a really good summer job, transition job, I think, from folks who might be coming back from college and need something during the summer. But I actually was a lifeguard in high school.
Wow.
I know. Who would have thought? But they're fun jobs because you get to be out in the sun, you get to enjoy the weather and meet other people. So we definitely know that it's a tight job market because we got other water parks and stuff that have opened up around Wichita. So hoping that folks will apply and be a part of our team.
But apparently it's a direct funnel to being mayor. Start as a lifeguard, end up as mayor.
Yes, that's that was my path. That's the trajectory.
That's the normal trajectory.
And I'm not sure, we're trying to encourage people to sign up to be lifeguards. I'm not sure if that's very encouraging. This job is a little tougher than I think.
We do have a lot of our park professionals started as lifeguards. Troy started as a lifeguard. A lot of our athletics and just park professionals. So they just started with the city and then they never left.
That sums it up. That explains a lot, actually.
So, all right. So as we talk about kids, looking toward the future of our city, what are some things that you hope the next generation knows about Wichita, or some changes you want to see for the next generation?
So, really great question. I think that one of the things we have to do as Wichita continues to grow and basically improve in this new changing market is to be a place where that next generation can come and lay down roots. In order for us to continue to be a place where we can retain our young folks, we have to listen to them. We have to truly, I think, give young people a opportunity to interact with elected leaders and to influence public policy. And it's easier to do that on the local level than it is the state level, at least from my experience. The state, you actually have lobbyists, like professionals who are there and they pretty much influence policy. Here we don't have that, and it allows, I think, because we are, when you're in Wichita, everywhere I go, I meet people while I'm in Wichita who I work for. So it's different if you're in DC, you're probably never going to see someone from Kansas unless they're coming out there for a purpose. So here, where I'm going with this is here, you have a much better chance of bumping into a city council member or the mayor, and we want to, I guess, create pathways for in those situations where young people can voice their opinions and their concerns about the city. And also, what I do is usually ask questions about, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you think, is an attractive career field? And that allows us to also look towards what are those emerging potential jobs. Through the last few years, we actually have attracted a lot of tech companies to Wichita, cybersecurity, that type of stuff. And when you look at, my kids, for example, my 9-year-old, he knows how to code. Like he jokes, he calls himself a hacker. I think that means something different to a 9-year-old than it does to some of us.
Right.
But he's very interested in technology. And, we have a lot of programs in our K through 12 schools that are preparing people for that next economy. So as policymakers, we have to also look towards opportunities to attract those jobs here, which also retains young folks so they don't have to move to the coast. So a couple things. I think that the takeaway is we need to be communicating with young folks so that we get a better idea of their vision for the future, and also empowering them so that they can communicate with us on their own when there's an issue.
That's great. All right. Well, thanks, Mayor. Good chat.
Well, thank you. And thank you for joining us for this month's episode of What's Up Wichita. Again, as was mentioned earlier, if you're interested in sending us a video with a question, particularly with a short video, please send it to social@wichita.gov and we can feature it on a future episode. Again, thanks a lot.